Greetings, this is Sloshworks and welcome back to Sunless Sea. I used to play this quite a bit back in the early alpha/beta. I haven't played it since then. It actually comes out of early access, becomes full game, all that kind of jazz, on the 6th, so I thought what better time to jump back in and have a little bit of a look. Apparently combat has changed a lot since I played it back then, so I'm pretty intrigued to see how much it has changed and to see if I'm actually going to be any good at it. But my laptop is not being very friendly right now. So we'll see if this will actually work. I hope it'll work. I really do. I miss my desktop so much. It's trying though. Okay, 3 decades ago in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. Right, I do want to choose who I was. Now I'm smart. At least this used to be a good thing. So I'm going to go as a veteran. So we get some iron. We now have 1 shady cook, 20 echoes. We are a weary soldier. We're a weary soldier. Now you're a Z captain. Your stranger quality is gone. Welcome to the world. Okay. What does winning mean to me? Wealth. I want wealth. Call me captain, because I was in the Navy now. Now the person who most represents slosh to me is this dude right here. Now I played a lot of this game back in the day, but I don't know how much it's changed, so I have a feeling it's going to be a lot different. Okay. Let's go to the advice for captains. Okay, so we've got a little bit more of tutorial stuff. Okay, let's go into fighting. When your enemy is in the arc of your guns, you'll see the firing solution that glow around the fire buttons increase. When it's complete, let them have it. You can fire earlier if you like, but you may miss. Larger ships may have access to different gun slots. Okay, we'll work that out as we go. I'm pretty happy about learning as we go. So let's go to our lodgings. We do want to read the morning papers, because now we've gained 1 supplies, and we have 1 times recent news, which is actually quite good. We don't have any of the things that unlock this. For any of you guys that haven't seen this game before, this is actually kind of a continuation, part of the same world as their other game, Fallen London, which is a free web-based game, which is very different. So we're going to go to the Admiral's office, and we are going to ask if there's anything in particular that they need. And we are going to retrieve strategic information from Gator's Morn in the Corsair's Forest somewhere not far from home waters. Okay, so that's a good thing. We'll go to London. We've already visited them. We can hire on some more crew. We've lost 15 echoes, which is quite a few to gain 1 crew. And we actually failed that because our hearts was so low. So that's what happened there. We are going to offer passage to a tomb colonist, because the tomb colonists can be taken up to Venderblight, and we will definitely be doing that. Well, we've got anything else we can do there? Our hold, we have some engines, some supplies. We have 1 tomb colonist, some recent news. We have an Invictus token. You're in unforgiving mode with no save slots beside the basic autosave. You will lose his token if you switch from unforgiving to merciful. We're not going to do that. That's not the kind of world we live in. Slosh's achievements. I know something, but not much. Our officers, what do we have? We have a Shady Cook, which gives +1 hearts, and we have the Comatose Ferret. There's nothing we can buy. Absolutely nothing we can buy. And our ship's pretty bad. Okay. Okay, let's go. Now, the Hungry Dead, your cook is outraged. One of the tomb colonists has woken from his coffined rest and found his way to the stores. When the cook came across him, he consumed half a wheel of cheese and an alarming quality of sweat. Sweat? I don't know how to say that. I don't know. This is look, already there's something new happening. So let's return him to the hold. We've lost 1 new supplies. The cook has said, if you had provided with more commodious quarters, if this ship did not pitch so abominably, a man grows bored, you know, death is deathly dull, and so forth, and so forth. It is a relief when the coffin lid closes, if only you can nail it shut. The thing that sells me on this game, other than the fact it's a roguelike, survival, exploration, gothic, undersea. The story writing's fantastic, and the language is really immersive, and you really feel like you're in that kind of gothic underworld. So I'll drink my vodka and pineapple juice because that's all I have, and let us continue. I actually want to launch. So launch is E still WASD. Tap W twice to reach max speed. Okay, so we're not overdoing our engines. Let's have a look at our map. We know nothing. Oh, look how big the map is now. Awesome. Okay, so we got the lights there. We got the repair. Pause. We got pause. Interesting. We've got pause. There's a pause button. Okay, and we've got our chart. Our gazetteer, which is this thing. We've got all this stuff. Now, in every game that I've played, so basically, as you can see in the bottom left, as we explore things, we are gaining fragments. Now, as you gain fragments... Oh, okay, that's a boy that you can actually hit now. You used to be able to just go through them. As you gain fragments, you get experience about that. That circle of light is a port. Go there for... Okay, so what you need to do... I keep trying to zoom in for some reason, but I know you can't. I can see that there's some light up there, but that looks like a giant lighthouse, not an enemy ship. So we can dock by pressing E because we're in that circle. We have landed on the island of Hunter's Keep, a quiet isle, a grand old house. A hump of dark rock swathed in mist like 100 other Untersea islands. A hunk of dark rock swathed in mist like 100 other Untersea islands, but here's a grand house, windows aglow, lawns impossibly green and lush in the false starlight, great gravel paths. You stand on the dock as the sea nudges the ship's sides, and an unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. I'm going to spy because it's a very modest challenge. It's a Veils challenge, 75%. You succeeded. We now know something of Hunter's Keep. You peer through a half-open French window into a grand parlour, grand in size, if a little reduced in style by dust and neglect. A dark-haired, pale-skinned young woman bends earnestly over a piano keyboard. Another fair-haired, but unmistakably her sister, sprawls on the sofa with a book. A third sits by the fireplace, staring sorrowfully into the embers. Soon we'll go hungry, and then the end will come. For me, but not for you. The pianist raises her eyes from the keyboard. Hush, if we don't speak of it. She frowns. Has she seen you at the window? You withdraw. Does that mean they're going to eat each other? Okay, let's present ourselves at the house. A visitor, the youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles. The eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You are very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The cheerful one is Lucy. You're in good time for lunch. Will you join us? We definitely will. I'm going to lunch with the happy one. Lucy leans over and whispers to you confidentially. A complex story about a butler, a pig, and an inheritance. You don't follow all the details of the plot, but somehow the pig ends up in an attic and the butler in a vicar's bed. Candles flicker, dishes enter and leave, and the wind butts gently at the window panes. By the time the plum pudding arrives, you're as cheerful as you've ever been. So we've lost 24 hunger. I have a new total of 0. We now have the stone's attention. Okie dokie, so that's something. And we are acquainted with the Sisters of Hunter's Keep. We could use that by the smell of new stories. I'd like to search the island. So we have a port report of Hunter's Keep. So let us leave. So we're going to launch. We're going to head out to sea now. In every other game that I have played, the vendor blight has been north. And we only have 8 fuel. We only have 9 crew. I don't know where these attack buttons are. So I'd really like to... I don't know really how to explain it. I'd like to get into a fight before it ends up being something serious. So on December 1st, 1887, we discovered prick-finger wastes. This game is awesome. When you see green running lights on the ship, you're in the dark, and your crew's terror will increase. Watch the pips on the terror indicator. It increases fast when you're far from land. Don't let it reach 100. Fragments. You receive fragments when you discover new places. Acquire enough of them and you'll gain a secret. You can use secrets to improve your captain's skills by talking to officers or for some key stories. Okay, he's done it again. He's eaten our supplies. We're going to put him down there again. He's done the same thing twice. If he does that again, let's just dump him over the side, hey? There's a ship over there. Okay, excellent. You're going to give us a tutorial. Oh, it's popped up here, see? It has popped up. And it looks like it's going to be the number number keys, which is good. So you've encountered an opponent. The red arc shows the range of your deck gun. Keep the enemy in range while your crew works out a firing solution. This will happen faster if you keep the enemy in your prow light. The deck gun will be highlighted as your crew make progress towards a firing solution. Press space or close the tutorial to continue. Okay, so that is that they're making. Okay, it is like it was before. We are making progress. We're sneaking up behind them, so we're going to fire. If we can stay behind them. Oh, we did it. You have defeated your opponent. Move to the site of their demise to salvage something. So that's a lot different than it used to be. It used to be very turn-based, and combat took a lot longer than that. So that's really interesting. Illusion Scuttler. She's vile old vessel, and these aren't safe. Take what you can and move on. Now have a cache of curiosities. Very cool. The source of sustenance, the fundamental element of cargo. A stout crate. Okay. Hardtack and water and an unexpected box of nails. Would-be wit remarks that the nails look tastier than the hardtack until an officer's glare silences her. You've gained 4 times supplies, 9 new total. So we got a new total of 9, and we've used that. So that's cool. Kind of know how that works now. I don't know what these things here are. We're gonna burn up. Ah, E is battle. Okay. And we can turn our headlights off by no, not by M. That doesn't make sense. Well, we can turn our lights off by clicking on them. I don't know. I think that's supposed to say M. It's probably L, so you guys have made a little bit of a mistake there. But Vendor Blade is where I thought it was. It usually is. We are building up the fragments. Let's slow down as we burn around here. We're going to drop off this Tomb Colonist, and then basically, because everything is redone every time you start the game, you never know what's going to happen from here. This is about as far as I know in the new game. I kind of like the new combat system. The trouble with Tomb Colonists, you've brought this decaying emigrant north. Now what? Your passenger has been drinking. Ahoy, she chortles. He was a he last time. You guys. Defend yourself. She launches a tipsy assault. Your crew hang back, chuckling. It's 100%. Whatever. An effortless defense. Tomb Colonists have a lifetime of bitter experience. Some of them are the deadliest combatants under the earth. Possibly this one is. When she hasn't drunk quite so much rum, you'll never know. She salutes you, laughing after you disarm her. Good fight, she opines. Then she staggers backwards and falls over the side. You never do find out what happened to her, but at least you have her rather magnificent cavalry sabre and her belongings. So we have an outlandish artifact. We've gained 2 new supplies. We've lost the Tomb Colonist, and we have 1 new iron, which gives us more attacks. That's kind of cool. Let's go to Vendor Blight. Let us gather gossip first, because now we have a port report, and we will go back here and we can explore it. A corkscrewed street at the twisty tip of an odd little side street. Welcoming yellow light glows from the gilt-lettered windows of a restaurant. The sign reads, Vengeance of Jonah. A beefy Tomb Colonist bustles up, a grey moustache poked impertinently out from under his bandages. Come in, come in. We now have time. We've got learning about the abandoned Poisoneer. Interesting. So we can't recruit him because we don't have 300 echoes, but we could recruit him as a cook. And we don't have a strange catch. We don't have enough echoes, so that's okay. That's interesting. We can visit the first curator, and we can listen to a whispered request. Okay, this is the first curator. No more light. The obsequious steward cautions you. The curator is terribly afraid of moths. He opens the door and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighter beads buzz in a latticed ivory tube. There is no other source of light. A bandage shaped no larger than a child lies crumpled on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. Listen to a whispered request. Cosmogone, Irigio, Pelagin, Steward has list. Find them here and there across the wide Black Sea. Okay, so he's going to pay well for that. I am going to accept the commission. Thank you. This poor flesh thirsts for colours. It collapses, rustling back on the couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to have diminished it a little. The audience is over. As the door opens, it shrinks from the finger of light that reaches across the floor. Outside, the obsequious steward nods. The book? Yes, the book. He hands you a slim illustrated volume. The curator is old. Old as dust. We will be grateful. We will all be grateful if you do it. This one last favour. So we need to find all these pages. I had forgotten how awesome the writing is in this and how weird a world it is. This is... I'm happy to be back here. Very happy to be back. Sorry, I got a bit of ice stuck in my mouth. So we visited him. We have nothing else that we can do here. So this is the problem. Oh no, we've got plenty. We would be able to sell the tomb colonists there if we had any, but we don't. So the Vengeance of Jonah, we've done that. Let's have a look at the map. So we've explored that way. I kind of want to keep going north, so let's just go as fast as we can. Apparently we fed the crew on the 2nd. Isn't that nice of us? We are good captains, is what we are. Oh, look, there's some bats. Now, the bats... Bat swarms are messed up, so we want to kind of dodge them a bit. And then come around and do that. Then we want to kind of avoid them. And see, it's still building up. Oh, they're damaging our ship, though. We're down to 65 out of 75 hull. Now we're 60, so they're damaging us. I don't like bat swarms. Okay, so that's cool. We've dealt with that. And we go there and we can gather up the corpses. We've gained 1 new supply. So I don't particularly like that because they used to be really, really easy. Maybe I need to get better cannons or something like that to deal with that. But I do remember them being a lot easier. December 3rd, 1887. The air carries the scent of salt and shadows. I love this game. You guys have done an excellent job. Boreal Reach. Is this the snow? Touch it and it puffs to vapour. The men are huddled close to the warmth of pipe and funnel. What is that thing? Life? A life? 400. How much damage do you do? 14 to 18. Well, we don't want to fight an ice... Oh. Yeah, no, go away. We're going to go through the arch. There's no way we can take that on. Let's turn the lights off. Go away. I can't fight you. There's no way. There's no way we could do anything against that. Is it going away? On the horizon, a sickly yellow light glimmers for a moment and then fades. God, there's another one. We should not be up here. We should definitely not be up here. This is not a place to be. Behind the great arch over the bay, the pale wastes stretch, white and silent as the face of the moon. From here you might almost imagine they were snow. North of the city, the salt pools fizz with unlikely colour. Let's gather intelligence, because that's something we need to do. We can sell all of these port reports when we go back down. I don't really want to use any of my echoes, so that's not going to happen. So let's explore the town. Wither is a quiet, chilly town of grey stone and closed courtyards. The people are neither exactly unfriendly nor exactly hospitable. They have the irritating habit of... They have the irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there are odd sights tucked away. Oh, 16%. We ain't going to be doing that. Let's try the grilled troglodyte prawns. Huge and pale, and their eyes stare bleakly into yours, but they smell fresh. We've lost 2 terror. We now have a new total of 3. That's pretty good. That's all for now. We go here. There's nothing there. We're not going to do the shore leave because that will cost us stuff. The shops. We are going to need some fuel at some point. We do have plenty of supplies. Plus, we'd have to be buying and selling them for Tales of Terror, and we're definitely not going to be using something that valuable for that. So we are going to I think we need to head out down this way. I'd like to clear out this bit and head back to Fallen London before we... Well, we'll see. We'll see how long this video ends up. I really hope you guys would like to see more of this, especially since it's coming out as like a full game in a little bit. I am concerned about these lifebergs though. We have discovered Codex. Okay, so where is it? I think the lifebergs aren't going to be as much of a concern though. I don't want to put full power. You used to do full power, and literally within seconds, you would be exploding your engines from overheating. They must have fixed that. We do not have much fuel left though, so if we want to keep continuing, we're going to have to do something. The Isle of Codex, a desperate cave full of mute exiles and an inexplicable colony of shivering bad-tempered monkeys. Okay, so if we have a searing enigma, I have no idea where to get that. You can acquire a doomed monster hunter. This one has waited all her life for a single answer. Give her that answer and she'll be ready to lay down her life. Okay, is there a shop here? We can buy fuel. I think we can make it. Oh no. I think we can make it to the next one. I think we can do it. So we're going to go straight south is where we're going to head. We are heading down past Venderplight that way. I'd really like to turn battles off, that's good. I don't want to really talk to you. You've got +1 heart, you're kind of irrelevant. I do love the graphical design of the game, like the whole style of it is really, really awesome. Like the sense of enormity and the sense of scale that you get is just amazing. Oh wow, fog! I don't think I've ever seen this before. Okay, so some bats. I'm not huge. So maybe if we go slow towards the bats, using less fuel. Bats seem to have gone. Okay, the bats seem to have gone. The cart's a bit. Okay, so this is what I don't like. So let's reverse. They don't seem to have seen us. Let's shoot them. Almost killed them. We are reversing. This seems to be the way to go. We're going faster backwards than they're coming at us, and that should get rid of them. Excellent. That might be the way to deal with them. And now you can see the kind of bubbling mess that you need to go over there to gather up some corpses. Excellent. So we're going past Kant's Abyss. So we're going to keep going down. What have we got? 3 fuel. You're low on fuel. Buy more before you run out, or you'll be stranded in the dark. I know. It looks like there's something here where we can buy stuff. What's this place? Tana Chuk. That doesn't look like it's got a port, and I don't know what that dude is down there. Auroral Megalops. I don't like the look of that, so I'm going to shoot it. Now, it's going to come towards us probably. Or we're just going to shoot it. Now, I think this is how we're going to get a strange catch. We do only have 2 fuel left. I think we can get some fuel over there at the stag, though. Alright. A modest challenge. Our pages quality gives us a 75% chance for success. We have gained 1 fragment and we've succeeded in a pages challenge. You set to work with your knives and acids. It is an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a megalops of one of the deep sea crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in those troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. Gross. Okay, so we are pretty low on fuel now. If I can see a little circle up here, I can't see a dock there. I think we might get one at Carissa's Point, though. I think there's some big light down there. I don't know what that is, though. I also don't know which way to go. Should we go up here? Where's the dock? Oh, we're at Venderblight. Okay, so we can go around there and buy fuel as long as we make it. It's getting down there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn around into Venderblight. We'll actually save it there, and we'll continue on from there in the next episode. I'm really stoked that this game has made so much progress, and I really do dig the new combat style. but we are very close to running out of fuel. So this feels to me to be the best place to leave it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of this, leave a comment down below, just let me know that you'd like to see more of it. It does come out as a full game on the 6th, I think, and it does have huge potential. It's a really, really, really cool game. Well, it was back in beta, and I think it's going to continue to be even better than I thought it was. So yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.